And Kitten. Oh, did you unplug my laptop? You're a little scamp. You're a little scamp. So, my poor laptop's battery has died like 15 times today. I'm trying to keep it plugged in. Oh. Let's see, maybe I can put it on this. But the cord is just so tantalizing for these little scamps. Maybe I can distract them. Oh, where's my, okay. So, today was pretty awesome. Pretty crazy. Let's have some. Did you guys miss the dancers? I did. I missed my little dancers. Can I move my laptop closer? Poor laptop. She's dead. She needs a minute. So I don't have chat till my laptop comes back. Oh, Mr. Salsa. So, gosh, so many things to say. Mr. Salsa, first of all, startup just was full. So that's the most important thing. Okay. All right. All right. Is this? Oh, I don't think this chat is working. Mm. Hi. Oh. Oh, so easily distracted. I'm trying to. Hopefully this will work. Having issues with Livestream chat. Okay, here we go. All right. All right. I think there we go. Okay, so I just took Lindy and Buggles' temperatures, and Linder's was 101.8. Right. 101.8, which is awesome, which is the same as Buggles and Foxy, who are normal. So she is officially no longer having a fever. Good job, Lindy. That's very good news. Mr. Salsa was 103.3. So, let me actually. It's hard with my laptop. I guess I can move closer, but then I'm blocking your view of the adorable kittens. All right. Can I put it on my laptop? Can I reach? Can. Okay. No, scampy scamps. Oh, they're so scampy. My battery's gonna die. So it has to be plugged in. Okay, so I'm just gonna update this. So Salsa was 103.3, which is about the same as he was last night. Which is it's not super high, but it still qualifies as a fever. So assuming he was a few days behind Lindy, maybe tomorrow he'll be good to go. What is today? Saturday, so tomorrow's Sunday. So yeah, it would be good if he went back to normal sometime tomorrow. But Mindy is now back to normal, so that is very good news. I'm sure Janet will be very excited about that. And as long as, so let's all just keep our paws crossed that Salsa goes back to normal tomorrow, and then all of our rebooked travel plans can proceed, and we will get these kittens into their families, and it will be awesome. So so that's the update on these guys. So kitten roundup, I do not have new kittens here yet because it's a somewhat complicated situation, and so I need time to basically make some changes in this room because we will be doing ISO protocol, not ringworm, thank God, hopefully, knock on plastic, but because they have caliche, which is one of the more common causes of upper respiratory infections in kittens and cats. No, Mr. Bug. Oh, Mr. Buggles, we absolutely do not ever bite cords, Mr. Buggles. Here, look, jingle feather stick. It's way more fun. Way more fun. Oh my gosh, this is never gonna work. But cords are so forbidden and exciting. Oh, it's also just, well, anyway. So the kitten roundup was a huge success. It's a relief that it's over and it went so well. We did get 34 cats and kittens. I rounded up to 40 because pregnant cats have kittens inside who we are also going to have to care for and spay and neuter, etc. So just because they're not born yet, I'm still counting them, but physically 34 cat bodies. Oh, do you hear that ferocious Mindy growling? She's so ferocious. And then we have a couple that, like we sent Mayor Froze out to pick up a pregnant mom, and she had gone outside and they couldn't find her, and they looked for a while, but they actually finally got her tonight. So the people just texted me. Actually, I'm going to see if they texted me back. Okay, great. So I asked if they would please keep her inside for the night, and then we'll try to figure out a way to pick her up tomorrow. So we'll be getting another pregnant cat in. Seriously, Mr. Buggles. Mr. Buggles is unplugging my laptop. Yeah, coccidia is a parasite, an intestinal parasite, and caliche virus is something that causes upper respiratory. It is fortunately something that is in vaccines. So like Pantheroo and Bartlett and Bunny are not considered at risk per se. Hey, did you just bite me on the toe? Did you just bite my toe? But I am going to move these guys out of the house before I bring the other kittens in, because I don't want to, even though these guys have now been vaccinated, they haven't had their boosters yet, and I don't want there to be any remote possibility that they would get caliche, because they don't have it now. Certainly there are some logistics that need to be worked out, but basically we had 3 moms come in with 10 kittens between them, and they're co-raising their 10 kittens. It seemed likely to be a mom and 2 daughters, and so like 3 generations of kittens. So mom, and then so the mom had a new litter, and her 2 babies had new litters, which is kind of a great illustration of how quickly cats multiply and why spaying and neutering is so important. Oh, my bubbles are so cute. We also need to make some modifications to this room to make it caliche proof, basically, and so that I can do ISO in here and keep my cats safe. And Mr. Puzzles, I think so. It gets a little bit complicated. I haven't quite wrapped my brain around how everything's going to work, but obviously the priority is keep these guys safe, keep those guys safe. They're spending the night at Laps, and tomorrow some of our friends and fellow Laps volunteers are going to come over and help do some things in this room to make it possible to disinfect and have like an ISO area. And then these guys will have to go, actually. But anyway, I need to figure that out. I'm going to stop rambling aimlessly because it's been a long day, and it's just a lot has happened since this morning. So I'll tell you more about the kitties. So it's actually kind of, so Kimsey's did the intake on these, and we were all having trouble not like kind of keeping it together, just because the woman was trying so hard to care for them, and she just couldn't do it, and she didn't have it. It's kind of one of the really wonderful things that emerged from this kitten roundup was that the vast majority of the people who texted or came in with kittens were all really good people who were doing the best they could. They had either taken in strays, and then the strays were pregnant, and they just were overwhelmed and didn't know what to do, and they didn't have the resources or the capacity to care for them. Or it was just people who were wanted to care for them and were trying, but just couldn't stretch their dollars far enough, basically. So it was great. It was really, I think, wonderful that we were able to help this woman. We took these 13, there are 13 of them, okay? So it's like going to be another jungle scenario, I think. But so there are 13 in total. So we were able to take in all 13, 3 moms, 10 kittens, all malnourished and sick with caliche. And we were able to give her, send her home with spay-neuter certificates for the rest of her cats that she had been trying to look after. And so hopefully with 13 fewer mouths to feed, she'll be able to, we also send her home with as much food as we could from our food bank. And so so I think, I don't know, it was kind of one of those moments where, I don't know, sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but it was heartbreaking, but really, it made me really glad that we did the kitten roundup, just because she's exactly the sort of person that we were hoping to be able to help. I think, yeah, these cats and kittens have not had the easiest life. That much is quite apparent. And so now we'll get them healthy and get them fattened up and get them adopted into good homes with your help, hopefully, because it's gonna be tough, but so it's 2 torty moms and an orange mom, ginger mom, which is we don't see as often. There are 3 litters of kittens, one like just a couple of days old, and one that's maybe 2 weeks old, and then the other one is probably 7 or 8 weeks old. The older ones have the Kalichi virus the worst. They have mouth ulcers and all of that stuff. And so we're considering, I think that it would be best, unfortunately, to separate the ones that are super symptomatic, the older litter, from the younger 2 litters, because they're not showing the symptoms nearly as badly. They certainly all have been exposed to it. They likely all have it, but I'm hoping that if we can separate the really sick litter from the younger ones, we can possibly prevent the younger ones from getting it so bad. And I'm hoping that will be helpful. And then also, it's going to be a little bit hard for them to be separated, I think, because they've all been co-raising the kittens. But I remember Dr. Ferguson and I had many conversations throughout the Jungle Kittens saga about whether separating them to smaller groups would be beneficial and speed up their healing time throughout their various and many illnesses. And medically, it's certainly better to have fewer animals in an enclosed space. So I think that's possibly what we'll end up doing. So we'll have the 2 torty moms and their 7 babies here, and then either the 4 will stay at Laps, or they'll go into another foster home that is able to care for. Actually, I just had a good idea about where they could go. And Kimsey's did such an amazing job taking care of the human who brought them in. I think I don't know. It's kind of heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. It was nice that we were able to help, and hopefully, I think anyone who got to deal with Kimsey's was obviously very lucky and treated with dignity and respect and compassion. And I think that sometimes people in those circumstances aren't always treated that way. And so I'm hoping that, I think Kimsey's was an exceptional ambassador for Laps today, and basically that nobody's going to be judged or looked down upon or anything, and just that we are grateful for the opportunity to help. So thank you, Kinsies, and thank you to everybody else, Lynn, and all of these people who, oh my gosh, Panther has learned how to open the door, so expect him to come bursting through there at any moment. Miss Lindy is on the windowsill. Anyway, Kelly and Lori and Nadine and Lynn and Julia and Julia's boyfriend. I mean, so many people showed up and like worked really hard, and oh, Pantheroo. Look, he's got the handle almost all the way down. I don't know how he's doing that. Oh, you can't see. Really funny. There, you can see. Look, look. Oh, he's coming. He's coming for his dinner. Yeah, so Julia from Operation Jungle Moms, also Foster Mom Jules on Facebook, she did the first kitten run to go pick up kittens, and it was another situation where it was just someone trying to help out this man in a group home and taken in a stray, and she was pregnant, and now that they're kittens, it was like, well, we can't care for all these kittens, so we were able to send a spay-neuter certificate so that the mom could get spayed, and they're going to keep her, which is great. And then we were able to take the kittens, and they've gone into foster care. They're so cute, and it was really sweet because the people, the woman who contacted us, just was happy but sad to see them go, but so happy that they were going to go to good homes, and but also just a lot of people were crying as they were giving up their animals, but they did it because they knew that it was the best thing for the cats, which I found really touching, that they would love their cats and their kittens so much that they would give them to us because they know that we are better equipped to care for them. I found that really touching. Panther agrees.